Hello folks, this is the Ferg Running Channel, your home for endurance. If you want coaching, athlete management, please reach out. Go to fergrunning.com or email me at contact@fergrunning.com. Today I will review the Monument Marathon in Gering, Nebraska. This is particularly relevant for people who are doing the 50-state challenge, trying to get a marathon in every state or half marathon. And those in the, let's say, northern Colorado and Wyoming, South Dakota areas, those within driving distance of this event. And I titled this, The Monument Marathon Delivers Small Town Welcome, Tough Course. And the subtitle is The America I Love Shines Through in Gering, Nebraska. What I mean is that my trip to Nebraska, it did not fail to deliver. It gave what I expected. And this event, was September 30th this year. This event offers what I love in, let's say, heartland or small town America. That's community spirit, charity or generosity, impressive scenery, diligent, devoted organization, lots of volunteers, a warm welcome for outsiders. I really enjoyed this aspect of the United States, and that's encapsulated in this run in Gering, Nebraska. So the generosity or charity element was reflected in both the prize purse, which was more generous than I've ever seen for the number of participants, and then all the people who were contributing and supporting the Western Nebraska Community College Foundation. So the broader funds went to educational support or to support students in Western Nebraska. The first place winners in both the female and male categories got $2,000, so $1,500 for the win, $500 for course records. And in the half marathons, two people I know, one from Wyoming, one from Colorado, each won $750 each. I came second in the Masters, but the first Master outside the top three, and therefore won $500, which from memory is the most I've won in a running race. So I was really appreciative of that. And it is let's say, a big bonus for someone who's traveling to go to a race and is a decent speed. This video is brought to you by Pure Water Distillers. Go to mypurewater.com and use the discount code FERG or FERG. These water distillers are made in Nebraska, US made, top quality. I've been using one every day for 2 years and I love it. I absolutely recommend distilled water for the cleanest, purest, best water you can get. Go to mypurewater.com. Discount code FERG. The marathon is not large. They had 76 finishes in the full marathon, 212 in the half, and 144 in the 5 kilometer event. Then there were 11 relay teams. So there were in total fewer than 500 finishes, but a bit more than 500 people registered, right? Not everyone showed up and not everyone finished. But the smaller size meant that the organizers really were on top of everything. They were available and there weren't really queues for anything. So I couldn't believe it. But at the start of the marathon, I just walked straight into a real bathroom, which is an incredible luxury. Anyone who's been to races knows that usually you're waiting in line for these, let's say, unappealing porta potties. And so the location, Gering, Nebraska is about 2.5 hours northeast of Fort Collins, or about 3 hours northeast of Denver, and closer to, let's say, Cheyenne and Wyoming. And so it's within driving distance, easy driving distance, and you could even go up the morning of the race if you were so disciplined. And one of my friends did that. If you don't want to pay for a hotel or whatever the night before, I stayed the night before, and I would probably do that again. But it is an option, especially in the half event, because you don't have to be bused to the start or anything like that. You can just go to the finish area, and that's where the start is. Okay, so the course. This is a peculiar, distinct course. So let me try to explain it clearly. The full marathon course starts away from the finish area, so you've got to get a bus up there, and it starts maybe 4,500 feet, and so it goes down substantially. There's a serious downhill or point-to-point downhill for the first half of the course, and that includes mainly just sealed road, but there was about a mile of unsealed or gravel road in that. And the second half of the course is the same as the half marathon course, basically. And this is where the toughness comes in. It has serious or extended hills, although not terribly steep, but serious hills. And then about 5 miles of kind of like let's say a sandy back road that is not a public use road, but I assume for local government or park vehicles to maintain the park area or the natural area. And this is, yeah, it's soft underfoot, lumpy, up and down. It's really the kind of the surface that really takes a lot of work. It really tries your resilience. And so I saw at least one person pull it all together from, let's say, the top 10 or so. I was in about 10th place going into the second half. I saw one person pull it, and I think a couple of others did. I didn't see them, but I think they did in terms of the results. And then I saw 3 of the leading people stop and walk, which is almost unheard of to me, okay? So it really is a tough course, and I finished in 3 hours and 3. My plan was to do it basically as a training run right on 3 hours, but it was a very tough second half, which means you're going to run positive splits guaranteed if you want to plan for that. So what's the conclusion from this? So yeah, if you want a big city marathon and a speedy course for a PR, this is not the race for you. This is what it advertises to be, a small town event in Gering, Nebraska. And if you want going for your 50 state races, if you want to get to Nebraska, this is a lovely option. If you are driving from Denver or Fort Collins or anywhere else in northern Colorado, it's a great option. And it has a great, let's say, community spirit there. Plus, if you're of decent speed, yes, you can get good prize money. Now, I was glad to be a part of it. The big draw to me is just the community spirit, being part of a very heartwarming event. And as the local newspaper said, in the headline, it said that the race brings out the best in both volunteers and competitors, and I agree. And so if you want to check it out, monumentmarathon.com. Otherwise, you can find my review at fergrunning.com or fergushodgson.com, that's where it redirects to. Please otherwise follow me on all the social media channels, and thanks for listening. Please don't hesitate to give comments below. I look forward to sharing the next video soon. Cheers.